You know what is good about interviewing me? That I never say the F-bomb.
Never?
I can make you think it by saying, "Are you out of your mind?" But
Wait,
I practiced that.
Wait, did I hear him
I
say
practiced that because when I was raising my kids, I thought I shouldn't. They're I don't want them to learn how to say all the time.
Right.
So I was always going, you guys are out of your mind, and then they started going, "You're crazy," and when they were little, when they were like 3 and 4, they would go, "Dad, you are so crazy," and then I realized it wasn't working at all.
I will say this.
But it is a talent, I feel like. My son, on the other hand, can throw an F-bomb anytime, but he knows where and when.
He does.
Yeah, he's really good. He'll call me idiot in the car, but he will never say it at school.
Smart.
I will say this, when you have kids, it's hard not to say it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it really is.
Yeah.
But speaking of that, why don't we get right into this? How was your Father's Day?
I just wasted 2 minutes. You're out of 2 minutes.
How was your Father's Day? How'd you spend that?
Because I'm working a lot at this time of year. I got screwed out of seeing my family.
Oh, boy.
But the truth is, it's just a reason to sell cards.
Yeah.
It's really, that's all it is. Mother's Day got hijacked by card companies, and then Father's Day is just a day.
Like just an add-on.
Yeah.
Let's sell some more
And then
cards.
we were looking up, a friend of mine and I, we were looking up what days, national days are. You know that every single day has like, is the official day of like 5 different things.
Now, yeah.
I think my
Look on the
birthday,
calendar.
my birthday had one that was just the most mundane
Thing
thing.
ever?
It was like paper. It wasn't even as good as Paperclip Day. National Paperclip Day. It was something like that, which is suiting.
Well, Dave, listen, welcome. Dave Matthews here, everybody.
Yes.
Dave Matthews here on Mix 104.1. It's Gregg, it's Fred. Welcome to Cape Cod. Have you spent time here on the Cape at all? Or?
No.
It's beautiful.
I know. That's what everyone has always told me that, and I knew that. But I've never been here because sometimes places just are not in the way.
Right.
They're not on the path. But now I've been here, but I'm not really here yet.
Yeah, right.
Right.
I have never been to Cape Cod until today, but then people tell me this is a nice place right here,
Yeah, it is.
but it's not really.
You want to go all the way to here. This is
you
like,
gotta
this
go.
is the Cape.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone- and that's the other thing. Everyone does an arm gesture and then does the thing.
I wasn't flexing for you.
I
I'm
know.
like, this is the
Everyone's
Cape.
like,
But
it's
he was flexing
and
a
then
little
you're on the
bit.
elbow.
Yeah,
Someone said, I was like, what are you
exactly,
talking about?
Exactly.
The elbow. I mean, who does, why don't we talk? We should talk about Long Island like this. You're in Long Island.
Sure that's Long
it's
Island?
Like this, or, I don't know. Or what would be Long Island? Or Florida.
Well, listen,
Cheeky bugger.
we're so glad you're here and you're playing the Beach House today. When we were qualifying people for this contest, a lot of Dave Matthews fans came out of the woodwork.
Huge fans.
And I got to say this about your fans, they are very passionate. I heard some crazy stories. Your relationship with your fans is unreal. I mean, this woman right there has seen you 70 times, talking to people on the phone. I think the record when we were qualifying people, he's going to pay.
He's giving it 20.
That's Meg over there. But the record we heard when we were qualifying people was 125 times somebody has seen you. And people are getting tattoos, the fire dancer, everything. Tell us about your relationship with your fans, man. It's crazy.
I have no idea what's happening. I don't know what my relationship with my fans is. I don't know what's happening at all. But I do. I like work. And as far as jobs go, I think this is a pretty good one.
Yeah.
And I was watching 2 guys put up a fence today when we were parked before we came over here, and I was just talking to a friend of mine that travels, one of the guys that travels with me, and I said, see, when people say, man, don't you get tired on the road? And then I was looking at these 2 guys putting up this fence, and I was like, those guys get tired.
Yeah, exactly.
Because look, they're doing
Yeah,
something.
yeah, they're working
All I
hard.
do is, flop around and do things I like,
And they'll follow you all over the world.
And I'm grateful for it, and so I'm not ungrateful. I don't mean to say that. It just means that I can, I keep doing it. And right now, I feel really great about where the band is. I couldn't be happier. I think we're as we're as happy at the moment as we have ever been.
Excellent.
One of my favorite shows that I've ever seen of Dave, I've seen you several times, was at Fenway Park in Boston.
I remember that.
That iconic, landmark in Boston. And it's just special to see artists there and to see you there. You remember? What do you remember from it? Was it special for you as well?
Yeah, no, absolutely. But I remember we played. What's the song that did we play? Dirty.
Sweet Caroline.
We did that, but we also did.
We still play that.
Dirty Water. What's the?
Yeah, Dirty Water.
Dirty Water. We also did that.
Water.
We snuck it in. We snuck it in. We're just trying to be, because not only do I have an easy job, I mean not easy, but I mean a good job, but I'm also.
So you go to that town, you play their songs.
Yeah, I'm not going to play New York if I go to Boston.
Yeah, right.
Also,
I don't get my handed to me by some Boston dude, which would probably not be hard.
You have the unofficial record, too, of the smokiest I've ever seen Fenway Park. It was like that place was on fire when you were playing there.
What was that about?
Herbs.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
It's legal.
It's legal.
It
Look
is.
at you guys. That's so exciting when things that shouldn't be illegal become legal.
Right.
It's like, oh.
Now I don't want to do it anymore.
It took a little while. It took a little while. I was always like, now you have to find actual good reasons to go to Holland. Now you can go. I mean, how relieved Amsterdam is. They're like, now you have a bunch of college kids rolling in here and sucking themselves to death and then crawling around crying because they've never been so still. And now they can do that at home.
Let's talk about
how nice that is.
Let's talk about "Come Tomorrow." You reworked the tune with Brandi Carlile. We're playing it. I love it. What was the reason for that? I mean, was the original?
No, that's fine. Everything's fine. I like the original too.
I like this one too.
But hold on. But you can play both. I think you can still play the old one.
Okay, we will.
But this is the point. When I when I was finishing that tune, I was thinking that it'd be nice to have Brandi on it. So we had Brandi come, but she was about to have a baby. Or wife was about to have a baby. And so she was, as you can imagine, somewhat distracted. And so she did a lickety-split bit of harmonies, which are on the record, the original record. Right. But then she had to go because her wife was in labor, which is I understand. That sense of urgency.
Sure, yeah.
And then although I don't usually preoccupy myself with what the single is, when I heard this was going to be a single, I said, hey, well then, what if we made Brandi, or asked politely, if Brandi would come back and sing on it?
And trade off the lyrics.
And said, yeah, and so she sang on it. She sang on it. We came up with some different options, because, I didn't re-sing it.
Yeah.
The magic of recording.
But your voice is meshed.
Yeah, right. But we've sung together a lot of times.
Awesome.
We have sung together quite a few times. I sang with her once at the zoo in Seattle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was playing at the zoo in the days before everybody knew who she was. I've always been a little smitten with Brandi. As is not hard to be.
Everybody
smitten with her.
Awesome.
She is
Xfinity
awesome.
Center for you on Friday night. Looking forward to that. Dave back
Big
in town again. Looking forward to that.
Friday.
And minutes away from you playing the deck here of the Beach House. Dave
I got to pee before I go out there.
Plenty of bathrooms.
Thank you so much for this. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Man.
It's nice to see you again.
And
great to see you
anytime,
again.
anytime you're in town, you stop by the radio station.